What are the top 5 things you should ask an agent before you hire them? Number one, what area do you focus on? Why is this important? If you have a house to sell in Windsor, but you want to hire your buddy realtor or a referral realtor in Toronto, probably not going to work. There's many different real estate boards across Ontario, and me being a Toronto realtor, I don't have direct access to the Halliburton board, for example, or the Collingwood board, or Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. So using a realtor within the area definitely is the best advice I can ever give somebody, but that doesn't mean I can't refer somebody who I've used in the past, because as realtors, we do have referral clients, past clients that move out of the area. And even if we're not going to deal with that person we sell ourselves, we generally have a go-to. Next one would be, who are your target clients? So for me, I deal with a lot of first-time sellers. So people that already own their first home, they're looking to upsize into their next home. So upsizers. Doesn't mean I don't get downsizers, doesn't mean I don't sell condos, doesn't mean I don't sell businesses, but predominantly my work is in people that want to upsize. And why is that important? Well, if you're dealing with somebody who predominantly deals in condos, they might not be the best person to help you sell your farm. Number three, how many homes do you sell? Many realtors will avoid this question. They'll fabricate it. But the reality, if they are selling 100 homes a year or 50 homes a year or 30 homes a year and they're on their own, that's probably worse than the agent who's selling 4 or 6 homes a year, because that agent who's selling 4 or 6 homes a year probably does it all themselves. They're going to be committed to you. You're going to work with them start to finish. Whereas the agent who is upwards of high 20s into the 30s and beyond, as far as how many homes they sell a year, if they are doing it on their own, they probably have, they better have systems in place, but they probably have people in place to help them do that. And if they do have systems in place, they better be good, but you may not be able to get all their undivided attention. Question number 4 would be, am I going to be dealing direct with you, or are you going to push me on to somebody else? And this happens a lot in the industry, where you meet with the guy, the gal, the person, right? And then your next interactions come from someone who works with that individual or works for that individual. And then you very rarely have any contact with that top figure again. So that's always important to know. You want to know what it is you're paying for. And I always like this one. Do you have any disciplinary action? It's not a bad thing if they have disciplinary action because they robbed one of their clients. That's one thing. But if they had disciplinary action because they didn't fill out a contract right, or they had a complaint for whatever various reason, it's always good to know that, because again, how do we learn things? As kids, we learn things because we did something wrong. Our parents set a boundary for us and tell us, no, Junior, don't do that again. And then we learn from that. And any business in real estate is, of course, the same thing. So you learn certain things as you go along. There's not necessarily a manual every day. So someone with a lot of disciplinary action is necessarily, I would say, that's maybe a bad thing. Someone who has just a blatant disregard for the rules and regulations and processes. But somebody who's had 1 or 2 things now and again, it's actually quite funny. And it would open up why did that happen? And it could open up a whole other conversation, and actually you get to know that person a little bit better. So there's many more questions. I'm sure if you Google, you'll probably find a lot more, but those are just ones that I think are pretty pertinent. If you'd like to ask me those questions, feel free to shoot me a DM and let's talk it out.